I found out online that there was it wasn't really a contest, but it was just something they were doing to give back, to redo a home. It was basically a Google link. And I went on the Google link and I filled out all the information. And I didn't tell anybody except for my 19-year-old because he lived here at the time, and I was really afraid somebody from MrBeast was going to call and he wasn't going to believe him. And I was like, so I need to tell somebody. And then in January, one of the producers called and said that they really liked my story and wanted to come out and meet me. So some of his team came out and met me at that point. And then they liked my story even more. And over the next probably 6 months or so, they came out periodically to do measurements or check different things and kept saying that I was in the running, but we weren't sure yet. And then the night that the doorbell rang and MrBeast showed up was when I found out that I was chosen. I don't know when I was actually picked, but I did not know I was picked until MrBeast showed up. And that was they gave me 1 week and said, so this is the night. So I've just cooked dinner and the neighborhood's over here. So it's my 5 kids and their friends and stuff. So they're over here. And I say, dinner's ready, and the doorbell rings. And I'm like, people just walk into this house. Who's ringing the doorbell? So I opened the door and it was MrBeast. And the video really was my shock. Like, I had no idea what to say. And then when he said, can I pay you to renovate your house? I didn't know what to say because that was never like what we had talked about. I'm like, I just, anyway, so I just said yes. And I knew who he was. So it wasn't like he was a stranger or something, So I invited him in to come eat. And actually some of the people on the team did eat with us after he had other things to do, but they're like, oh, we haven't had this. We had like strawberry pretzel salad, and they're not from the South. So they were very excited. Another part of my story that they liked is the fact that my grandparents built this house, and they lived here until they retired to the beach. And then my mom lived here, and I also lived here. My kids and I moved in the house at the end of 2020. So we just have a lot of really good memories, especially around the kitchen and stuff like that. So we did a lot of cooking, and a lot of my memories growing up was around the kitchen. So they really wanted to focus in on that part of the house and really bring that back to life and feel like mine. I definitely knew he gave back to the community, and I see him online. My kids are, obsessed with him. The younger kids did not know anything about the MrBeast thing until the doorbell rang. So when them and their friends were here, if I knew he was coming, I don't know that I would have had so many people here, but it made their whole year, so I'm glad they were here because we got a picture with all the neighborhood kids and him, so they really loved that. I was very open-minded and said, just, you can kind of do whatever. It wasn't until I was chosen that I found out even what rooms they were doing in the house. So they redid the living area, the kitchen, and the dining room, and they took a whole wall out from behind me and opened it up so we could have events and stuff. And behind me over here is a stage they made so we could karaoke, and the kids could go up. Adults can stand up there too, but there's a projector screen that comes down from the wall over here, and so we watch movies because we have a lot of movie nights. So we had a family movie night the other night, and we had camping chairs all set out, and some were laying up there on the stage. And but it's been a lot of fun, and we all definitely hang out on this side. And they did stuff in the kids' rooms too. They did like little decorations and stuff like that, and kind of personalized it a little bit more. But this was the part of the house that I really hadn't redone yet since I had moved in, so it did make it feel more like my house. It's been a huge blessing. It was really shocking. It happened really quick once it happened. Once he rang the doorbell, we had basically 7 days, and he booked us an Airbnb at the beach. So we stayed down at the beach, and they said, go. I'm starting a nonprofit called Lukey Helps, and I do a lot with the animal community. You may hear them in the background now. I do fostering, I do volunteer work, and I try to really give back to people and put a positive spin and vibe out there. They like the fact that I was a mom kind of starting over in life. I was a nurse, and then I decided to go back to school for advertising and graphic design, so I got a degree in that after that. And now I kind of just run my own business, and I just try to help people and provide positive resources to the community. I really wasn't expecting it. I'm one that really loves to give back, but I like to be on the giving end, and you know, it's a little bit different when the spotlight's on you for a change and you're normally the one taking the pictures and stuff. So it's been a huge blessing, and it's really just, it's been unreal. Definitely, it's been unreal.